Okay. Hello, guys. So my name's Daniel Marsden. I'm a consultant nurse. I work across Hertfordshire Partnership Trust and in the Centre for Learning Disability Studies at the University of Hertfordshire. I've been employed for the last 7 months and will go until the end of this year to think about and support leadership and research across both organisations and beyond. And what we've got here is a very grand title about mobilising knowledge, and we'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. Ali asked me to come along to the celebration days, and I've not been able to because I've got clinical duties that I need to be at. So I really want to firstly kind of what really would like to be with you to celebrate today, but unfortunately I'm not able to be there. And so congratulations on what you've done so far. I'm going to offer you a challenge. You've got another kind of 2 months yet before you completely qualify, and we'll come on to that challenge in a moment. I just want to give you a bit of a background as to what I'm doing and where I'm doing it. So what you'll see here is a map of the southeast, and you'll note that down the Strategic Health Authority, the old Strategic Health Authority area here, is where you guys are all based, and that's where the University of Hertfordshire Learning Disability Nursing training goes on primarily, or has done in the past. And the green places are where we offer the training, but Hertfordshire Partnership Trust also offer or provide services. So you've got Hertfordshire and Buckinghamshire here. And then the other blue areas are places where only Hertfordshire offer services. Hertfordshire mental health services. So we've got some in North Essex here and some up in Norwich. So I wanted to give you that idea about the parameters of my job, my work. So that's the geography. We've already mentioned that my job is a 12-month contract, so I'm around doing this work for 12 months. The reason why I'm here goes back to a document from 2006, published by the National Network of Learning Disability Nurses and the UK Consultant Nurses Learning Disability Consultant Nurse Network, called Shaping the Future. And that talked about consultant nursing having four main areas, four main attributes. So you need to be really good at clinical activity. You need to be really good clinician, an expert clinician. You need to have an ability around academia, so being able to teach and educate wherever that might occur. You need to be able to perform as a leader and be able to lead services. And you need to be able to do research. Now, there's about 30 of us around the country, and all will be working to that quadrant of activities. But there'll be different models based on the different contexts. Now, for Hertfordshire and University of Hertfordshire and Hertfordshire Partnership Trust, what I've been asked to focus in on is leadership and research, particularly. So those are the kind of things I'm thinking about, and I think we've talked a little bit here about on the next thing down here about practice development methodologies, and for me that's very much about how we support people to use evidence in practice. So your I&I projects, for instance, how we get people to reflect on their use of evidence in practice and to develop practice, and then how we support people to critically analyse and be able to disseminate, share, present their findings, their reflections. An example I will give of where I've been able to do that is I finished my MSc programme last year and did a participatory action research project with a group of people with learning disabilities, with some nurses and with some parent carers, into the implementation of our healthcare passport and how we might use that. And I can talk for hours and hours about that, but I'm not going to bore you with that today. But what I would ask you to think about is, you've got your I&I projects. They are, documented. You will have got your mark back, and one way or another, you will come through that process. Some of you will have tried to implement that in practice already and will already have some information and some reflections on how that went. Some of that might have worked really well, some of it might not have done. And so what I would ask you to think about over the next couple of months before you qualify is what are you going to do with that? Is that going to stand on your hard drive and that's it done? Is that your nursing, your pre-reg nursing complete by having completed that document? If I can tell you one last little story. So when I was in your position in 2001, I thought, it would be a really good idea if I dug out my social policy essay, because I really enjoyed my social policy essay. If I dug it out and I sent it to Learning Disability Practice and I get a letter back from them, I expected a letter back from them saying, thanks for this, Daniel, but it's not really what we're after. And then I'd be able to put that in my practice document, and I'd have been able to show Willing that I just tried to disseminate information and new information. What I got back was an email quite quickly saying, we would like to use this, and that was beyond what I thought was possible. So what I would ask you to do in this next couple of months is to, you can coast now if you would like to, but this is your opportunity to go beyond what you think is possible. Now, if you'd like help with going beyond what you think is possible right now, I'm willing to be at the other end of an email or a telephone call to have a conversation with you about that. I know that Ali and the rest of the team will be at the other end of a phone call to have that conversation as well. We'd be more than happy to have a look at your assignments and to give you some pointers about how you might want to submit those for publication. I've already got one on my hard drive that I'm looking at the moment. So if you'd like to do so, then here are my contact details. My email address, the best email address to get me on is daniel.marsden@nhs.net. But you can hit me up on Twitter if you like, at dmarsden49. And you can also give me a phone call if you go with the old traditional route. I am on Snapchat and Instagram as well, but it's just that's even pushing my bounds of communication. So anyway, go beyond what you think is possible. Contact one of us, and let us have a look at your assignments and see where we might be able to help you with getting something published, or presenting something. Let's work out ways of being able to disseminate your work further. Whatever though, enjoy the rest of your course and really enjoy your celebration today. Thank you so much for your time. Cheers.